Welcome. Welcome, dear viewer. I hope all is well on your end. Mimi niko sawa. I hope uko sawa pia. So basically what we're going to be doing in this episode is going to be about home workouts. This is part of the 4-part series in terms of what I'm going to be tackling about fitness. So expect the rest. This might be the second video or the first video. I'm going to decide later. But basically, this is all about fitness and health, and why this subject is so important is because I see that many of us from a very early age, we were taught to think of fitness and health or exercising in general as something that you're forced to do. Actually, that's the many times we interacted with fitness. It was when, let's say, you're forced to go to PE, or it's PE class and maybe you don't feel like it. Maybe you're being told by your parents when you're younger, go get outside and play. The thing is, but they don't tell you why. They don't tell you why you're doing this. And I think a very important thing to point out is that we as a species were not meant to be inactive. We were meant to be moving at a constant rate. Our bodies were not built to be inactive. And movement is what I would prime most or all of us towards. Not necessarily fitness in terms of getting fit in terms of the gym or some exercises, some particular exercises. There's a wide range that cuts across. There are a wide range of things you can do that cut across all of those things, and they all involve movement. So being active is the main goal here. Being active not only in your body and movement, but being active in everything else. Because once you prime your body to being active and moving, your mind also takes the lead, takes the charge, and kind of brings it up forward. Because your body influences your mind in the same way that your mind influences your body. So fitness is important, and I would like most of us to kind of rethink what we know and believe to be true about fitness. Because fitness is not only for those who are enthusiasts, those who are interested in it. Fitness is for everyone, and it should be, because if you look at the statistics, we see that majority of the people that are fit are actually less likely to be sick. They're less likely to have stress. The stress levels are down. Fitness helps you optimize your body. You be in a state of, let's say, the highest evaluation of yourself, through trying every day, through getting up and just putting in that work. You're at a position where you will be able to do the things you want in a more vibrant state, in a more energized state, because that's what fitness does to you. Personally, in terms of exercising, I don't call it exercising, I call it training. And when someone asks me, what are you training for? I'm telling them I'm training for life. Because fitness is mental. It's a lot of it is mental. Because when you're on that flow, when you're doing your exercises, when you're working out, you're priming your mind to focusing on a goal you have and achieving that goal. And at the end of that goal, and not necessarily at the end, you see yourself throughout the process, and you value everything that's going on in terms of you are putting in the work, you're gaining that strength, you're getting that strength from the deepest trenches of your soul, and you're pushing it down to the very core, and you're able to come up out of it in a way that you feel really relieved. You feel proud of yourself. I say fitness or training, in my opinion, is the highest form of self-love. It's a way of building your self-worth that kind of enables you to come out of it better than you had left it. And this is why I always say, never compare yourself to someone else. Compare yourself to your yesterday. So let's get into it. Let's get into the video. For the video, I'll use a video I recorded myself doing doing some home workouts with the help of my brother. And this is how it looks. So this was me beginning the workouts. And one of the things I like to tackle here is the states in which we get into. As you can see, I started off with playing some music, but what I didn't show you was my thinking. I started off with preparing. You need to be mentally ready to get into the workout, because personally this workout lasts 25-30 minutes ish. But then you don't really need to do all this. you can do a workout as short as 15 minutes and still get the benefits from it. So back to the workout, you see that I'm starting off with warm-ups. Warm-ups are really important when you're starting out your workouts, because when you're starting out your workouts, you really need the blood pumping, because your muscles can't work. Your muscles can't work like that. If you just get right into the workout like that, your muscles will either be put under heavy strain, or they will, do you know there's muscle breakage when you just put a strain on a muscle and it's not really activated? So it's way more dangerous to get into a workout when you haven't warmed up. And I can tell you from personal experience, the times that I got into a workout when I hadn't warmed up, the workout was way harder than I expected. But when you do warm up, it becomes easier because your muscles are now, they're energized. Yeah, you have the vigor in you. So basically, that's one of the benefits of warming up. And also, when you warm up, after the warm up, you should stretch. And this is what I say when I mean stretch. With, let me just forward a bit further, a bit ahead. As you can see, I'm doing just basic stretches, stretching out my neck because there's a lot of tension in the neck. And then I stretch out the arms. And then there's a whole variation of stretches you can do. And the ones I am doing, I mostly got from some home workout videos that I had interacted with in the past that are still relevant to me today. The guy is called Shaun T, and I would like any of you who is interested to go check out that guy, because he really helped me and was a big part of my fitness journey. And many of the things I am doing in terms of aerobics, those just the warm-up exercises. That's what majority of the people looking at this video would call them, aerobic exercises. So after the warm-up, you should do stretches. And then when you get into the workouts like I have right now, there are different forms of stretch. There are different forms of styles you can use in terms of working out in the house. What I'm doing right now is side leg raises. And from the side leg raises, the other ones were, there were side leg raises, and then there were up leg raises. Yeah, this is just a leg raise, and then the other one is a side leg raise. This is a side leg raise. So what these target is, they target my lower body, from the glutes to the thigh to the knee, and also a part of the calf. But that's a bit far-fetched, kidogo. Shaka. But basically, you need to have, before getting into any of these workouts, you need to identify what is your goal here. What do I want to achieve? That's why I say, there's a rapper called X Extension. I might be mispronouncing that, but he said you need to have goals in life. Goals make it easier to live. Same with everything else that is in life. With workouts particularly, what do you want to achieve? Do you want a bigger physique? Do you want a smaller physique? Do you want to get shredded? Do you want to add more weight or more muscle in that sense? Do you want to be more flexible? Do you want to be more active? Do you want to just try it out and see if it's for fun? Like, get your goals right. If you know why you're doing what you're doing, it becomes way easier to get into it. And also another thing is, in terms of consistency, in order for you to be consistent in these workouts, you need to have a very strong why. So in deciding what your goals are, decide also what your why is. Why am I keeping to this? Because I want to be healthy. I want to get in shape. I want to wear some particular clothes. I want to look a certain way. And don't think these things are shallow. These things are very important, because when you look and feel a certain way, you're able to get what you want. If you look and feel great, you're able to do great things. You get? So don't ignore the things you have inside, those small whispers. Just listen to those. So yeah, back to the workouts. I would say this in particular is part of my full body workout. So when I do the workouts at home, personally I like to get into a full body workout where I work out the arms, my core, my legs, everything. I like a full body workout so that I'm targeting all my muscles, or at least as many of them as I can in a day. If you start off with this in the early morning, or just in the morning, because this wasn't really early morning, it was around 7, 8, 9 p.m., 9 a.m., sorry. So if you start off with this in the morning, and you complete your workout to the best of your capabilities, I'm telling you that day will go better than it would have if you hadn't put in that workout. And from personal experience, I can tell you, when I did miss the workout, what ended up happening was the day kind of felt off, because when you're working out, remember, you're activating your body in a different way. There are hormones that are going off in your body. Let's say, like, when you work out, do you know testosterone increases in your blood, and testosterone can help you be more vigorous in your activities. You can be more, like, let's say, go-getter. You're able to go for after what you want easily. And that's not the only thing that you can say that is a that's not necessarily the only thing that motivates you in terms of going after what you want. We also see that fitness is a mental game, because when you're getting into this fitness, when you're training yourself, what you're doing actually is you're priming your mind to doing and thinking in a particular way. That's why when I said you need to mentally prepare for the workouts when you're getting into them, you need to be mentally primed when you're actually doing the workouts, and afterwards you need to mentally, like, calibrate, or what is it called, to mentally finish up the workout. It's like a mental closure of what had just happened. You have achieved what you want, what you set out to do. You're feeling great. What this does, it primes your mind into thinking and feeling that, damn, I am a success. You see, that's why I said it was a way of building self-esteem. It's a way of, like, boosting yourself, and that's like a byproduct of it. But you can do it purposefully for that. That's why you need to get your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? So basically, the next workout was the squats. And as you can see, the squats, you need to do them in a form that you can be able to, in order to do them properly, you need to plant your feet down on the ground and use your toes. I always say, and my instructor used to say it as well, form over fitness. Always prime yourself for form over fitness. So after the squat, I got into the leg raises, the calf raises actually, because as you can see, my calves are not that defined, and I want bigger calves. That's one goal I have when I'm getting into fitness. I want bigger calves. I want a particular form. You get? So I'm working towards that. We're always told that it's either you complain or you do the things that are necessary to get what you want. Getting what you want is simple, but it's not easy. The same with workouts. A workout is simple. You know you need to do this, this, and maybe do several repetitions. But it can be different for everyone. But in order to do it, to actually get into it, that's where the easy part doesn't really come in. It's not easy in terms of how you think, in terms of the energy, in terms of the output. You need to like really bring yourself fully and be in it in order for it to actually work for you. That's why I always say form over fitness. And by that, and to further explain that, I would mean, instead of thinking in terms of, let me finish this workout, let me do several repetitions and finish this workout, focus on taking it slow. Like, look at the calves. As you can see, I'm raising my calves, but I'm not rushing it. I'm raising my calves, and I'm using my arms as well. I'm also activating my arms. I'm taking them front and backwards. I'll be activating my shoulders and my back at the same time. And also gives me a good balance. Take your time. Make sure your form is correct. Because when your form is correct, you get to really reap all the benefits from the workout. But when your form is off, you focus on just doing more reps. What you're doing is more damage than good, because you're working out the muscle in a particular way that it's not supposed to be worked out. Let's say in terms of, like, doing a press up, or doing crunches, or these core exercises. When you're not really leaned, when you haven't leaned back to a particular position and you're doing it from here, you're not going to reap the benefits that you're supposed to reap from it. So like this one, I'm showing you, these are particular exercises you can do. There's that one. So that's like one exercise. That's one rep. That's one rep. Let me just play that back a bit. That's one. And then there's also this exercise. These are the leg raises. They work out the core, and at the same time they work out the legs, especially the thigh part. So these are just variations of exercises you can do. Let me show you another one. This is also another one. This targets your core, and you see with this you have included your arms. So your arms are also activated in this session. So basically, before getting into any of these workouts, you need to do your research. Do your research and know which workouts can I do to target particular areas in my body. So with your goals, that is what will determine the type of workouts that you will use. You can also speak to a fitness instructor, a fitness, or your friend who's maybe into fitness. They can give you some advice, but also do your own research. That's the best way to like come out of it. But if you need someone to sift through all the knowledge and content you got, speak to someone else, someone more qualified in that area. This type of exercise, I actually started doing these exercises when I was in school. This exercise targets, I call it I don't know the correct word, but I call it the reversal. I call it the reversal because what I'm doing is I'm working out my forearms, I'm working out my shoulders, I'm working out my groin area and my legs, my thighs and my legs, and I'm also working out my back. And as you can see, my head, I'm also working out my neck. My head is moving, so I'm also working out my neck. This usually targets a lot of the parts of my body, and I like it because it helps me push. It helps me really push. So these are some of the exercises I'm doing in the morning. This is now me doing a repetition of that. This is the last exercise. Yeah, this is the last exercise I was doing. So I did like 5 of them this day. This is a variation of a push-up, and mine for this particular workout, I pushed my hands backwards, and now what it's hitting my shoulders. It's hitting my shoulders, my forearms and my triceps. Yes, and my triceps. So you need to identify what you want to get out of this workout for it to be more effective for you. So yeah. After this workout, now it was more of a repetition. After this, it was more of a repetition. And when you do get tired, remember, when you do get tired, take your time, rest, take a breather, and get right back into it. As you can see, I took my time before getting into this exercise because I need to actually prepare myself. I need to take that breather, and that breath is connected to your mind, to the mental. So breathe in deeply and get right back into it, because this is your life. This is what we want to achieve. This is what we want to get out of this workout. We know what we're getting out of this workout. So after the different styles, you need to know how to make things easier for you. Like, stop complicating we complicate a lot of the things we wanna do, and especially when it comes to fitness. Because I need more money to be fit. I need to go to the gym. Oh, I don't have the equipment. Oh, I don't have sijui this. Sijui nini. I don't know how to do this. As you can see, I am basically using the floor as my canvas. And if you don't have a towel or something around, you can use a shirt like me to wipe maybe a used shirt to wipe the sweat, the excess sweat, and the sweat on the floor. You don't need much, actually. You just need yourself to be present, to be here. Because I'm using the floor, I'm wearing a short, and the rest is just me. I'm just the one doing the work. That's it. I will invest in a yoga mat, of course, because I have some particular goals that I want to hit with that as well. And it will be really effective in terms of like the house, instead of just sweat dripping all over. So it will be better. But you don't need it to start. You can just start. And as I said, you don't need to do a workout for this whole 20, 25 minutes or 30 minutes. You can do a workout for 15 minutes, 10 minutes. As long as you're priming yourself to movement, you're priming yourself to being active, you're at a better position than not doing it at all. So yeah. So basically I did these things in terms of reps, and I repeated them. My workouts consist of 20 to 30 repetition, 20 to 30 sets, no, 20 to 30 repetitions and 3 sets. So I do 20 to 30 repetitions of each exercise, and then I repeat them 3 times. So personally, that is my workout plan, and that is what I have seen works out for me. You can start off with 1 rep, you can start off with 2 reps, and you can start off with maybe, you can start off with 1 or 2 sets, and then maybe in the sets you can be doing 5 to 10. I think that is sufficient in terms of really hitting the muscle and getting the most out of it. So basically, with all that, you can see once you get into it, it's really pretty easy to do. And what carries you, or what carried me throughout this workout, is my mental speak. What you tell yourself really matters. You need to be a good friend to yourself. Yes, umechoka. Yes, you're faltered. Yes, your form is not correct. But you need to really talk to yourself in a way that you would talk to your friend. If your friend is maxing out in a workout, amechoka na unajua labda his goals have not been achieved, you know what he wants to get out of this. So what would you tell him or her? Tell yourself the same thing. Because we usually talk to ourselves in a very negative way that doesn't really serve us. So focus on servicing yourself. And basically, I can put out the entire video of the workout later, but this will all depend on what you all want. I wanted just to show you that you can do it at home. You can do, you see, you can even have fun like I'm doing. You can even you can put in some fun aspects of working out, because it's actually fun, but the way we think about it is what affects us. You can include some dancing in there. I usually do that, by the way. It's just that I wanted to show you exactly what I usually do at home. And I included that because it's important to know that when you're working out, it's not just that you have to do this. No. You don't have to do anything. You get to do it. So basically, with these workouts, I push myself because I know I can. I have been able to do it before, so I can again and again and again. And each time I go further and further, it kind of like boosts me. It boosts my mental capacity, it boosts my self-confidence, it boosts my esteem. So I would encourage everyone and anyone to get into these workouts, because working out, staying fit is not just for those people. Working out is for every one of us. And with working out, remember that it's not just exercise, it's how you eat and when you eat it. But that I will cover in another video. We'll get into that in another video. But for this one particularly, I wanted you to see that you can do it at home quite simply with no equipment at all. What I'm using is body weights only. So it's possible. Never doubt that. It's possible. Anything is possible once you put your mind to it. And as Shaun T always says, the hardest part is pressing play. So when you're at home and you're finding it really difficult for yourself to get into these workouts, try to make some small adjustments. To do some small things that will help you get into these workouts easily. I.e., like putting your, let's say when you want to do the workouts tomorrow, you can sleep in your workout clothes. Personally, I can just sleep in a short and just wake up. you can put the workout clothes next to your bed. You can make it easy in terms of what else can you do in terms of you getting into your workout really easily? Maybe record an audio. There's one time I did that. Maybe record an audio of yourself, like hyping yourself up. Like, Rico, unawezana, hii ni nini, hii haiwezi kushinda. Ebu get into these workouts. Unakumbuka why we're doing this? Because sometimes we are forgetful creatures and we forget why we're doing the things we do. So you can even record an audio of yourself speaking to yourself, and then maybe you play it in the morning. But basically, once you've moved past the activation energy, because that's the hardest part. That's why he said the hardest part is pressing play. Once you move past that and you start doing it, it flows. It's like you get into this state of flow and you're just like a wavelength. And you can just ride that wave to the end. So basically, I hope I've helped some of you, or at least even if it's one of you, to reconsider or to change your mind in terms of thinking about how you think about workouts, how you think about these trainings, how you think about yourself. Because this working out is priming yourself to be more focused on yourself. That's why I call it the highest form of self-love, because it's basically you priming yourself to focus on you. It's like having this small time, either in the morning, in the evening, maybe in the afternoon, whichever time you get to do the workouts for yourself. It's really personal, and its personalization brings out the benefits. You get to get in touch with yourself, and there's nothing better than knowing and understanding yourself. So I'll leave it at that. But basically, I hope most, if not all of you, have gained from this. And join me on the next episodes where I'll be tackling the rest of the workout regimes. Not only regimes, I'll be looking at why we do the things we do in terms of workouts. And maybe I'll look at a breakdown. I'll get a breakdown of the other part of the workouts in terms of working out and staying fit is not only about exercise, it's also about what you eat, what you put inside yourself, both food-wise and mentally, as it cuts across everything. So don't neglect anything. So that's all for today, and I hope you see you next time. Ciao. And remember to stretch. Always remember to stretch after your workouts. This is something very vital and important. Always remember to stretch after your workouts, because this is where you get many people complaining that, oh, niko na maumivu, joints are aching. It's because you didn't stretch. So stretch, get into your workouts, stretch, do everything you need to do in order to achieve the goals you have. And I hope to see you next time.